Hello and welcome to Honeybees and Orchids. Today we're going to treat the Varroa mites. Varroa mites are a big problem to the honeybees, to European honeybees. They originally came from Asia, where they parasite in the brood of Apis cerana, the Asian or the Eastern honeybee. In some way, probably because in mixing of hives, they jumped the species barrier and started infecting the European honeybee, the Western honeybee, the honeybee we all know and dearly love. Those really can't handle the infestation from the Varroa mites very well. When the infestation gets at a certain point, there is so much brood infected, and Varroa is a big factor for viruses, and that way eventually the hive will collapse. There are different views and methods about that. Some say always treat, some treat after measurement. I'm in that ballpark. Only treat if it's necessary. So test, and if the infestation pressure isn't that high, there's no need to use any stuff to get rid of the Varroa. Others say we gotta leave the honeybees and they will find out, but that means they'll probably collapse about 98% of all the hives, because they just can't handle it and die, and the couple of percent that can handle it will survive. But it can mean a genetic bottleneck for the area. If just 2% of the hives survive, that means there's not that much of genetic variation. It might cause a lot of other problems, and yeah, officially they're a livestock, and you gotta care for your livestock. So we're gonna treat these two hives today with Thymovar. It's based on thyme oil. Thyme, yeah, everybody knows thyme. It's a natural extract. It's the oil from thyme, Thymovar. We also got Hive Clean. It's called Varroa Mite these days because they got, how do you say that? They're an official medicine now. There's a little bit of formic acid in it, a little bit of oxalic acid. There's a bit of thyme oil in it, and that's in a sugar water solution. But I use these on the young hives because they got treated with oxalic acid already. How to use Thymovar? It's the first time I used, so let's look at the guide. Someone having fun in the plane. 1 hive deep brood chamber. You need one slab of Thymovar, 2 brood chambers. You need 2 slabs, and the dant uses 1.5 slab of Thymovar. The hive you see there is 1 brood chamber, so it gets 1 plate, and we're gonna split it up in halves and lay it in each corner. This hive is 1.5 deep. It sort of represents the dance style. So they're gonna treat it like a dance. So I'm gonna put on the smoker. I'm gonna prepare it and see you in a minute. These are the little slabs. It's textile. drenched in thyme oil. We're gonna do it in the middle, through the middle. Hold on a moment. I need 2 hands for that. It really stinks. It's just like you have fallen in a bath of thyme oil or thyme. It's really strong. So that's for this hive. Looking good. Right. Clean it up a bit. Doing this one-handed now, it's not that easy. One-handed kilted beekeeping. And we're gonna take a slab and just put it here. There it will evaporate. And this just on the opposite side. Leave it in for 3 weeks. Then we take them out. And then we give them, if they need it. I don't think they need it. Well, then I get a second treatment. Or a little bit of feed first and then a second treatment. Depends on how much food they have. Now we're gonna knock these bees off and clean up the... Is that necessary? No, it's not. Well, we'll close it up then. That's one hive done. Well, let's go for the other. So for this hive I got 3. It's really starting to smell now because the sun's breaking through and the temperature is rapidly rising. And these we are going to place in a semicircle, sort of, not too close to the brood, because if it's too close it can damage brood. So that's it for this hive too. Close it up, and in 3 weeks they get a change of plates. It is very important to have oral treatment. All bees that can handle the varroa, of course. I'm sorry for the shaking about, putting the roof on. In this time they are building their winter bees. Those are the bees that has to survive 6 months in the winter. Look at the pollen coming in, different kinds of. But anyway, so every bee that is infested now by a virus, or the Varroa mites drink the hemolymph, that's the bee's blood, from the larvae, and that really that can hurt them. Or it can give them, they won't be as strong when they eclose as full-grown bees. They can't get enough protein in them, and then it's a vicious circle, and your hive will be gone before winter even, or after winter. I always test the purebred queens, get tested before they got treated or not. These aren't purebred, and so these just get the treatment. It's a bit of it's some work to test them all. You got collect some bees. You got to clean the bees, the Varroa mites off. You got to count them. So we only do the purebred queens, but these got treated. There is a Varroa on the western honeybees has a preference for the drone brood because that's bigger and they can multiply better in there. So a lot of people physically remove the drone brood in spring, and that catches a lot of Varroa already. So it's a good practice. But my bees are either purebred or close to purebred. So first I would like those drones to be in the area, because so drones can be drones, sort of, I should say. And the other thing, I'm testing my purebred queens, and by testing them, if I catch out Varroa, I can't test because I'm spoiling the test. I can get great results, but if I took out drone brood with lots of Varroa in, I significantly bring down the infestation, so that'll mangle the statistics. Look at that bright yellow. That's probably maize because it's that big of baskets. Maize pollen doesn't have that much of a value. Don't know what that is. It's brownish. Well, let's do some other hives. So this hive has three chambers, but it in fact is 2 big brood chambers. So they will get 2 complete plates. So dat was logisch, hè? So, gonna put them on, 1 in every corner, like that, and repeat in 3 weeks. That's another done. Hartstikke idee.